Once again, a good evening, everybody. Welcome back to the LI Sports Network for the last regular season Suffolk County game in the year 2022 here on the LI Sports Network. Live from the rinks in Hauppauge, New York, I'm Dylan Flynn. So excited to be bringing you this game between the Northport Huntington Tigers and the Sachem Hockey Club. Sachem comes into this game 8-7, 17 points coming off a loss in their last game, 8-7 in overtime against West Islip. A win tonight would clinch Sachem a playoff spot and would get them closer to their ultimate goal of trying to bring home a Suffolk County high school title. It would be their first since 2008-2009. The last time these two teams met, Northport took it 5-2 back in October. The first game that Sachem played without their captain, Thomas Kinkowski, due to a broken wrist. They've had some interesting results this season. Has Sachem, Monday was just their second loss with Thomas Kinkowski on the ice. The only other game they lost was opening night against Smithtown Hauppauge. If they win tonight, not only will they secure that playoff spot, but with the regulation loss for the St. Anthony's Friars, they could be 1 point back of them for the fourth seed as they try to climb their way back up to the top of the standings after a little bit of a low streak in the middle. Is this going to be a welcome break coming up after tonight? But maybe a time to refresh and reset. They got to figure out the defense. They're tied now for the most goals allowed in the varsity division, and not an easy task tonight against a Northport Huntington team coming off a big win. On the other side of the ice, those Northport Huntington Tigers, as I mentioned, are 5-9-1, 12 points, coming off a 7-0 victory over Ward Melville on Monday. Angel Spinelli is back, ladies and gentlemen, and he was welcomed in with a 17-save shutout on Monday. A full roster is a dangerous roster for these Tigers, and they look like they have a good amount of players here tonight again. Savaglio and Paragallo are going to have their hands full. They're going to try to cut off Thomas Kinkowski and Colin Calbera, keeping them off the score sheet as much as possible. Recipe for success. A win here would move them ahead of Connecticut Sable for 6th place and also further the gap on Middle Country, again, as we head into the last month of the season. So again, a lot at stake, like in the first game. Here in this game 2 of our doubleheader. Playoff implications as we move into the dead of winter. Warm-up's just about to get finished up. I'm going to take a short break, and when we come back, it's Sachem, it's the Tigers, and it's live right here on the LI Sports Network.
Print it down.
It'll be Angel Spinelli in net for Northport Huntington, taking on Alessandro Giulietti in net for the Sachem Hockey Club. We are ready to get underway with Game 2 of our Wednesday night doubleheader, the last game of 2022 here on the LI Sports Network. On behalf of the LI Sports Network, I'm Dylan Flynn. Want to thank everybody once again for tuning in, spending part of your Monday night with us. And right off the faceoff, Michael Agafonov rings one past the ear of Giulietti, and he's forced to make a save off that shot from Joseph Beckman. Tigers trying to get the offense started early, much like they did on Monday against Ward Melville. It was Jake Giacoppi in that one, getting it going for the Tigers. Here now, though, it's Belt cutting into the slot, throwing a backhand high past the net of Giulietti. Feed in front from Billy Collins, steered out by Konkowski. Beckman will backhand it on. Will be intercepted by Konkowski, who will chip ahead, and, oh, excuse me, that's Matthew Gandolfo. Gandolfo works his way down the board, but he turns it over. And now a stretch pass for Billy Collins, almost taken in, but he left it behind. Colin Calabera couldn't receive that one in cleanly. Got the tip on it, though. Icing waved off. Savaglio leaving for Belt, looking ahead for Collins. Couldn't connect. Collins gets it the second time. Sends Giacoppi 2-on-1 with Kraft. Giacoppi over, out of the reach of Eric Kraft. Here now the other way comes Sachem. Colin Calbert up against Matthew Morandi. Morandi gets it around to Savaglio. Savaglio now takes a spill and turns it over. Sachem going the wrong direction, not able to speed ahead into the zone, taking advantage of that. Brown to Giacoppi, up to Savaglio. Up back on his feet, gets it in deep. Taken here by Maloney. Chips it up out of the zone, finding Thomas Konkowski in alone on the break. Konkowski in, shut down by Spinelli. The perks of having Angel Spinelli shutting down one of the league's most prolific scorers on a breakaway chance there. Golden opportunity for Sachem, just 3 minutes into this hockey game. Long pass here to Giacoppi, throws one on net, turned aside by Giulietti. George Calbera now, spinning away from Billy Collins. Send it up. Beckman overskates it. Konkowski falls down. Paragallo will backhand in, trying to get around Alamia. Tyler Alamia will throw it ahead. We saw his brother Nicholas Alamia suffer a defeat with the St. Anthony's Friars at the hands of the East Islip Chiefs, who saw their 9-game winning streak come to an end here tonight. In our first game, Paragallo now gonna have to beat Ciani back. Can he get there? Ciani goes hard into the corner. Paragallo on the puck, battling the physical and feisty Nicholas Ciani. Paragallo will swing it around for Belt. Belt appears like he's gonna be filling in defensively as he turns this one over to Ciani, who will navigate behind the net and get run into the boards by Belt. Belt finishing my point now. Looks like he's going to be filling in defensively for Ryan Collins, brother of Billy Collins, out on the ice right now, who I don't believe is here tonight. So a tough loss on the defensive side of the puck for the Tigers. We'll see how that plays out with Belt a little bit out of position, though he has played some defense this season for the Tigers. Belt, one of the really good scorers they have, but they have plenty, like this man, Michael Agafonov, who runs into Michael Morrow but pushes the puck cross ice. Billy Collins comes together with Aiden Maloney, and the puck pops out of play, so we'll get a stoppage, 10:51 here in the first. Both sides have had a fair share of chances. Both goaltenders have made some saves, and we remain scoreless here, just over 4 minutes into this hockey game. Brown now, and Gandolfo. It's Matthew Gandolfo winning back for George Calbert. Gets it over to Christopher O'Hay. O'Hay around to Konkowski. Flips it out. Morandi on it first, up to Kraft. Kraft tries to push it in, cut off by George Calbert, and he'll recollect, feed down There is Angelo Mascaro. He'll throw it all the way down. Nobody in the area to get a touch, so it goes for icing, and the face-off will come back. Brown and Gandolfo again. Tied up. Brown trying to split Gandolfo and Mascaro. Will get to the corner and move it for Giacoppi. Jake Giacoppi swinging it around. George Calbert trying to beat Eric Kraft there. He does, but it's Brown crashing and throwing in front. Nobody home. Morandi now trying to feed over for Robert Savaglio. Savaglio backed his way out of the zone. I believe came back in offsides. So the whistle blown. Face-off coming outside the Sachem end, and both teams will change. Collins tried to go forward. Sachem turning the puck away from him, but right in front of the scorer's booth, it's Beckman. Trying to pry it away from Richie Bovich. Bovich will go for a skate, try to backhand it up to Colin Calbert. Puck pinballed around. Monty tried to throw a pass across, but now it's a Gaffinoff dragging around Alamia, throwing a backhand on. Turned aside, Giulietti, stuff chance at the side. The door is closed off, and the whistle is blown. Michael Agafonov almost caught Alessandro Giulietti sliding to his right. Just wasn't quick enough to beat him there. The game is still scoreless. Bovich chips ahead to Calbert. Belt, risky play there, but he trusted himself, able to poke it away. Now he sends Collins back into the zone. Collins dragging in, shooting, kick save. Giulietti. Northport coming out with a nice jump here. This pass from Monty, cut off by Belt. Calbert trying to move ahead, looking for the puck. Sachem in a change. Off the bench, Maloney will get it to Calbert, who will now go after the loose puck, trying to move towards the net. Spinning back, turns it over to Agafonov. He wants to go 3-on-2, has Savaglio joining the play. Robert Savaglio, drop pass to Gaffinoff, throwing one on, save Giulietti, rebound cleared out by Walsh. The other way now. Bizarro, spinning. Hitting into the boards, trying to feed it across, fanned a couple times, now it's Giacoppi, pushing to Billy Collins. Collins, spinning, dragging, Collins threw it to Giacoppi, and he pushed it wide. The back check of Sachem might have come through there, denying the Tigers an empty net chance. As now Kankowski trying to get around Savaglio. He does. Kankowski in, never got the shot away as Spinelli makes the stop. And he'll hold on for the whistle. Good action end to end here from both sides. Been a good show of goaltending and defense so far as Bizarro spinning throws that one on net. It's Brown now battling against Kankowski. Thomas Kankowski in the corner. Lost the puck. Brown moves it to Giacoppi. Jake Giacoppi. Eric Kraft going to the net, tried to drag around Mascaro. Shoulders into him, couldn't regain control. Mascaro now throws one wildly for Bizarro. Never got the touch on it, so it goes all the way down for icing. And again, the faceoff will come back into the Sachem zone. George Calbert steps in, tries to move this puck behind the net off the faceoff, left it behind initially, and it gets cleared all the way down again for a consecutive icing, just 10 seconds apart, and another faceoff in the Sachem zone. Nicholas Tatura Michael Agafonov, Billy Collins. The forwards out there for the Tigers. It's Agafonov taking the faceoff, getting some help from Tatura, who pushes it over to Collins. Collins throwing it in front. Slid wide by Agafonov. Another chance. And I believe the net has come off. Perhaps. I think that was the reason for the whistle. Faceoff going to stay inside the Sachem zone. We'll do it once more. Faceoff push to the far side boards. Quick shot by Paragallo there, goes wide, and now he speeds back to cut off the stretch pass for Ciani, which comes to him. Paragallo does his job, takes it away, throws it deep, forces Alamia back. Billy Collins gonna put the pressure on him. Capice moves it ahead. Gets one-handed up by Alamia, looking for Morrow. Morrow at the red line will feed over for Capice. Will one-time it in. Belt trying to wrestle it away. He does. It's Tatura helping it along for Agafonov. He goes off and a blocker save there from Giulietti. Puck now out of the zone. It's Agafonov helping it back for Savaglio, over for Giacopi. Couldn't get the give and go with Collins. Ciani now the other way, trying to drag through Savaglio. Savaglio goes down to the ice. Running through Ciani. Brown now into the fray, taking some checks. Puck pops free. It's Belt behind his net. Spinning away from Dominica Pedisano. Belt for Giacopi. Collins gliding along with him, comes in offsides. A little bit of a mental error there from Billy Collins. Not really in a hurry, just kind of gliding along. Didn't put enough brakes on for Giacopi. The faceoff comes right outside of the Sachem blue line. Brown wins this back clean to Savaglio. Dangerous pass right past a reaching Christopher O'Hay. Over to Morandi, who dumps in, turned aside by Giulietti. And now Sachem battles for control, and they have it. Thomas Konkowski drags around Kraft. Konkowski on the backhand, goes to work against Morandi, throwing in front. It couldn't be tapped home by Gandolfo. Maloney over to Walsh. He'll bank up all the way down. Konkowski, or Gandolfo rather, gonna speed after it. No icing. Savaglio tried to push it away. Morandi hits it off Konkowski. Thomas Konkowski now will go around the net, throw it in front. The shot never got away. Sachem trying to mount some pressure. As the Tigers looking for a stretch pass there to Giacopi. It got broken up. O'Hay takes this bank, sends it over to Maloney. He'll throw all the way across the ice. Gandolfo beats Morandi there. Morandi meets him with a hit into the end boards. Gandolfo has time, has space in the corner, throwing it, looking for O'Hay, taken away by Savaglio. Here come the Tigers. Numbers flanked, over to Giacopi. He shoots, blocker save by Alessandro Giulietti. Konkowski trying to push it ahead. Konkowski, can he get the step on Paragallo? He can't. Nice play there by the Tiger captain. Konkowski gonna head off on the change. Mascaro dumps in. Spinelli out of his net to play it. He'll leave it for Paragallo. Sachem gets some fresh players onto the ice. Under 4 minutes to go now. We're scoreless for the moment. Monty takes the turnover, throws it on. 3 Sachem players in front. Couldn't find anything there. A great opportunity blundered by Sachem. Bovic now. Sachem establishing up to Mascaro, throwing on. That shot blocked. Paragallo took the worst of it as another chance came whizzing past the head of Spinelli. Agafonov draped over Mascaro, trying to take the puck away as a clearing attempt hits off the glass almost into the Sachem bench, but it stays in play. Mascaro now skates behind his own net. Sends for Monty. Gregory Monty down to Belt. Feeds to Collins. Collins, rep chance through the crease, wouldn't go. Agafonov now. Getting some help from Beckman. Joseph Beckman tied up with Monty. Here comes George Calbert. Floats the pass and a glove save off the turnover for Giulietti. Gets the stoppage. Sachem wins this face-off with John Golden. Pushes it to Kinkowski. Couldn't get around Savaglio. Sachem has to touch up Savaglio with some time until Kinkowski pushes into the zone to pressure him. Giacopi receives the pass, tucks it in. Capisse after it. Kraft moving it on him, trying to take it away. Capisse will move it. Kinkowski couldn't get around Savaglio. Giacopi turns it back over and gets it back. Now Kraft in the slot, shoots it high over the net. Third time the Tigers have done that, just missing high over the net of Giulietti. This one sent all the way down, not enough steam, so Savaglio gonna have to play it. Bizzarro on his horse, forces him to move it. It's intercepted by Capisse at the red line, who will send right back in, but it's intercepted by Savaglio. Kraft gets the red line, his pass, missed Giacopi, so comes into the zone, 100 ticks to go in the first. Kinkowski kicks this pass to himself, out of the zone. Thomas Kinkowski trying to drag, broken up Morandi. Kinkowski regains, circles back out high, has it taken away by Brown as he lofts it all the way down the ice and goes for the change. Walsh now in his own end behind his net, cuts, tries to throw a pass ahead, cut off by Tatura. His backhand off the boards, cut off by Apetesano. Apetesano now, looking for Morrow on the bank, finds Belt instead. Blake Belt switches course, trying to send it up. Billy Collins is offside, so Belt has to wait. He'll circle back, find Agafonov now, and he'll send it in under a minute to go. Collins touches out for Tatura. Nicholas Tatura trying to help it along. Puck pinballs off a couple players. Paragallo keeps it in. Tatura can't feed it down to Collins. It's turned over. Sachem wants to get on the rush. Paragallo swung and missed the first time, was able to get it the second time, keep it away from Ciani. But for the moment, as Paragallo runs over Apetesano at center ice, the puck gets in deep. Here comes Paragallo. Moving around, Paragallo feeds it up to Collins. 15 seconds to go. Collins 1-on-2 by himself. Collins in the corner, looking for an outlet, finds nobody. It's Kraft now throwing the hit, preventing the break chance. Apetesano trying to get one last chance. It'll be Belt taking to the corner and just ending the first. No goals, no penalties here in the first. 15 minutes of no action. Tigers lead shots 9-3. We'll be back with the second period after a short break. Second period action ready to get underway. Team switch sides. And we're still in search of the first goal in this hockey game. Both these teams jockeying for playoff positioning. Tigers looking to take the season series from Sachem. Billy Collins spinning out, trying to battle George Calbert. He's giving him a tough time, looking for some help from Joseph Beckman. Beckman, Collins, Calbert, and Gandolfo. It's Gandolfo working free with it. He feeds it ahead to Kankowski. Has a streaking O'Hay. Pass was behind him. O'Hay kicks it down to himself, and he'll feed it back to Calbert. Long pass ahead to Kankowski. He moves in over to Gandolfo. Pass was out of his reach. Beckman, head up, throws it past Calbert. They're gonna signal icing on this. Very interesting call there. George Calbert just opted to let it go by. Looked like he could have gotten a touch on it. The officials just letting this one go, so the faceoff gonna come back into Northport Huntington's zone. Minute gone here in the second. Brown wins it away from Calbert. Belt now trying to help Brown move it free. It's Bovic in the corner looking for an option. Spins it back up to Alamia. Tries to return it down, but it's Brown cutting it off. Nice touch pass there from Giacoppi to try and send Brown through center. Brown came in offsides, touches up, and Giacoppi gets it deep. Alamia waiting, has Kraft bearing down on him. Monty now recovering a loose puck, moving ahead. It passes Paragallo, cut off by Brown, who gets it back down to Paragallo, and the puck eventually bounces free. Belt ahead to Kraft. Eric Kraft crisscrossing through center. Kraft to the right circle, taken down, gets the pass over, shot in front. Never made its way to Giulietti. Giacoppi leaves it for Brown, in front, puck loose. I believe a save was made there by Giulietti. The other way now, Calbert trying to get a step. Couldn't reach it. Giacoppi, Giulietti thought about it, then decided not to, so it's Giacoppi on it first. Surveying his options, waiting, throws into the skates here, thrown in front by Agafonov. Nobody home. Now 2-on-1 for Sachem. Calbert, Bovic, Savaglio back over to Bovic. The streaking Morandi on the back check. Broke that up. Bovic now trying to throw in front. Oh, what a kick save by Angel Spinelli, and he gets the whistle. Angel Spinelli playing the part of spoiler on this empty net goal for Thomas Kankowski. No, sir. In front, puck sitting in the crease, cleared out. Spinelli lost his stick, sits just behind the net. He'll receive it now from Savaglio as this one gets sent all the way down. It's gonna be called for icing. Sachem still in search of the game's first goal, as is Northport. This one will pop free to Agafonov. Michael Agafonov working ahead. His shot got blocked. Billy Collins sending one on. Wrap chance in front, door closed off by Giulietti. Tortura slow to get up behind the play as Kankowski the other way drags, shooting around, never got one away. In front, diving Spinelli makes the save. Shots in this game 10-5 in favor of Northport currently. Which team's gonna break the tie first? Our last game, we saw a a scoreless first, and it was East Islip that got on the board first and went on to win that one 4-1. Will it be the same here in game 2? A couple players are tied up. Puck pops free, it's Paragallo looking to stretch for Giacopi. Icing waved off, Mascaro Giacopi in a foot race. Mascaro cuts him off. Will start the road back ahead. Sachem with Ciani chipping ahead to a Pedisano, trying to be closed off by Belt, and he is nicely by Blake Belt. Belt now spins it ahead to Brown. Blake Brown, here he comes over the blue line. Brown drags, loses it into the corner. Brown gets leveled down there by Morrow. Brown back to his feet, now comes tripping out. Sachem lofts this one up for Ciani, intercepted by Paragallo, and he'll move ahead. Paragallo loses it to Ciani. Switches course from west to east to west. Met at the blue line by Giacopi, loses the puck, it flutters until it's picked up by Belt, who guides it across center and into the zone. Giacopi battling hard. Puck gets swung all the way around. Savaglio cuts off Ciani, keeps it in. Savaglio walking, shooting, and a save from Giulietti. Both these teams put up 7 goals in their last game. They've been scoreless through 20 minutes so far here tonight. They also did just play 2 days ago, so maybe a little bit of tiredness from both sides. Northport's definitely had the upper hand so far. Sachem has really had a good amount of chances. It's been the key kick save from Angel Spinelli that has kept this game scoreless. Savaglio now, batting that one away from Thomas Konkowski. Konkowski really trying to look to get out in space. Spinelli, such a tough goaltender to beat. Best chance probably is one-on-one with him. Savaglio now walking in, dragging outside, going around the net, cutting in front. Shot was whiffed on by Beckman. Konkowski stumbles down, gets to his feet, moves to Gandolfo, who will chip over the blue line and chase after it, trying to get around Agafonov is Gandolfo. Beckman here, loses it off his stick, up to Capisse. He lets one go off the blocker. Spinelli, rebound comes through. Spinelli down, not out as the puck flutters towards the crease, steered aside by Savaglio. Tigers reeling just a little bit. Got to try to hold off the attack here. Gandolfo passes it up. Konkowski lets it go. O'Hay has it back up to Alamia. He'll keep it on the blue line. Backhanding it down. It passes Savaglio. Gandolfo throwing it in front. Blocker save Spinelli. The Tigers then clear the rebound all the way down for icing. But another spectacular save from Angel Spinelli in net. He has not allowed a goal so far through almost 4.5 periods since returning to the Tiger lineup. This, the latest, a shoulder save from number 12. Off the face-off, this one is thrown up into the netting out of play, so we'll get another face-off at the same spot. Actually, this face-off going to come outside of the zone as Sachem was the culprit of putting it up into the netting. So just for the moment it comes out as Kraft now trying to send ahead for Giacopi. These two teams have done a nice job clogging center ice. No one's really had an opportunity to create a stretch pass, which is what both these teams like to do. We've seen it as a primary tactic for both squads. Brown now had that lofted into him. He lost it in his pants, and there it emerges. Blake Brown, the bringer of gifts this holiday season, popping a puck out of his pants. And now he'll try to win it back on a face-off. Actually, never mind, he's gonna go off on a change. So Billy Collins will take the face-off instead. He'll square off against Richie Bovich right outside his own zone, and Bovich wins it back to Maloney. Maloney around to Monty. Gregory Monty looking for some help. 3 Tigers all over him. The Tigers do win it. Michael Agafonov, the hair flowing. Shoots, blocker save, Alessandro Giulietti. Back and forth we go with the saves as we get a whistle here. Take a look quick at this Giulietti blocker save if we have the time. Both these goaltenders doing their part to not let that first goal through. Face off, one back to Paragallo by the Tigers. He sends it down looking for Billy Collins. It gets passed up by him, and around the net it comes. Thomas Konkowski loses it off his stick, but moves it ahead nonetheless. Puck pops high over the air, played down by Agafonov, ruled high stick, but Sachem touches, so the high stick is negated. Mascaro plays catch with George Calbert. This one knocked down legally by Agafonov, who lets it go high over the net, off the glass. Konkowski now takes the rebound. Working ahead, Konkowski cuts around a couple of players, has the stick in his midsection, and no call here. Tatura over to Collins. Billy Collins gets around a man. Collins in, he scores! The tie is broken. It's Billy Collins, and it's a 1-0 Tiger lead. Perfect shot was what it was gonna take to beat somebody tonight. Collins across the goal, finds the corner, and the Tigers off and running 1-0. Tigers immediately back into the zone. Ciani ahead, lets a slap shot go, and he scores! Immediate response for Sachem. After some ultimate confusion, the game is tied 1-1. The fans barking for some calls here. Ciani, the shot might have surprised Spinelli. It kind of got caught up in a couple Tiger sticks. Spinelli might not have been expecting it, but back into the net nonetheless. And I know this isn't basketball, so it's not ball don't lie, it's more puck don't lie now. I don't know what you want to make of this game, calls or not. We're back where we started in just a matter of a couple seconds. 21 seconds if you want to be exact. Billy Collins, Nicholas Ciani, both unassisted. For Collins, that's his 13th. For Ciani, his 5th. And after a period and a half of no goals, it took just 30 seconds to get 2. Collins now looking for his second right off the faceoff, had that shot blocked. Nice pass to Agafonov. Collins, and a blocker save there by Giulietti. Another pass. Savaglio lets a shot go, gloved down and held by Giulietti. Collins goes forward with the face-off, throwing it in front, but Agafonov was tied up. Collins taken down in the corner, trying to get up, still being whacked at by Sachem. Beckman over to help him. It drifts its way on net. It's closed off by Giulietti and covered for a whistle. Walsh retreating to take this face-off, turning it over. Kraft surveying his options, finds Paragallo, who lets one go, and it's swallowed up by Giulietti. Calbera now trying to get Sachem their first lead, closed off by Belt. Calbera though, trying to feed Bovic. He was closed off as well by Brown. Ahead comes Kraft, drops it for Giacoppi, throws one on, got blocked, rebound thrown through the crease. Belt threw it back to Kraft, he kicked it out, and now Sachem ahead with Calbera, Paragallo back. Calbera loses his footing. Paragallo takes the puck away. Bovic backhanding towards the net, hits a stick, pops up. And Paragallo now trying to be sent ahead, trying to split. Can't get through Sachem cleanly, pushed it on net, and Giulietti out of his net to cover it up. Right off the face-off, another shot put on net, another save for Giulietti. Collins behind the net, throws it in front. Agafonov put it up. It was right there in the crease. Nobody could put it home. Sachem steering it out. Collins now keeping it in, poking it back. They steered in by Savaglio, right on the red line. George Calbera first on it. Calbera trying to move away, taken away by Agafonov. Agafonov backhanding on, blocker to side, Giulietti rebound, put on, and Agafonov the third time wouldn't go. The other way now. Konkowski letting one go, high past the glove of Spinelli. Bizarro will wrap it around hard. Alumia gonna step to it. Calbera takes on the opposite side of the blue line. Down to Bizarro, feeds Konkowski. Golden parked in front. Thomas Konkowski trying to cut away from Collins. Konkowski shoots into the leg pad of Spinelli. Tigers can't clear out. Turned over. Konkowski's shot is blocked up into the netting and out of play. Pedisano off the face-off, trying to walk to the net. A Pedisano kick save, rebound, they score! Nicholas Ciani again, second of the game, and Sachem has their first lead. Not the usual suspect for Sachem, but effective nonetheless. They'll take it. It's a 2-1 lead, a 3-goal period after a scoreless first. Siani's second of the game, sixth of the season. Now he's on the all-popular hat trick watch. A natural one intact still. Can he get it? Apedisano now with Siani coming. Here comes Siani trying to drag through, but it's Belt cutting it off. Apedisano and Belt pinned up in the corner. Kraft runs into Siani, takes him down. It's Apedisano now walking to the net, losing the puck to Giacoppi. Jake Giacoppi up the left wing, trying to throw across for Tyler Paragallo. Puck was just out of his reach. Here comes Giacoppi, throwing it to Brown. He overskates it. This puck gets swung all the way around and down. Will it reach the line? Yes, it will. Spinelli prepared to play it, but it was not on net. And icing is called. Nicholas Siani's goal, again unassisted, so 3 goals, no assists in this hockey game. Something that's very tough to do. We'll see who can pick up the first helper. Who's going to be Santa's elf here tonight in the spirit of the holiday season? Agafonov throwing one on net, knocked down. Collins trying to set up another chance. No one was home for Northport. Oh, hey now, throwing one up. A little bit of confusion on the part of Sachem. They were able to locate it, move it to center, and now we'll send Kankowski on his way. Thomas Kankowski trying to work through, got a shot away, and it was turned aside by Angel Spinelli. Kankowski gets it back, throwing one high past the net. Maloney keeps it in. Down past Gandolfo and Kankowski to Savaglio, who will chip it ahead. Around Beckman and oh hey, here comes Savaglio in onside. Savaglio dragging back, looking for Agafonov, taken in by Beckman, feeds it down. Savaglio on the doorstep, feeds to Collins off the outside of the net. Oh, what a look there for Billy Collins, just couldn't put it home. Inches away from tying this game back up. Sachem now will take the puck. Walsh wrapping it around, cut off by Savaglio, returning it right back in. Northport touches up and they're in pursuit. 30 seconds to go here in the second. Nicholas Siani, the difference right now. Here comes Walsh again. Trying to break out of the zone, can't do it. Agafonov feeds down to Beckman. Over to Collins. Billy Collins, right circle, feeds it back, and again pushed wide as Beckman goes crashing into the net, and the whistle blows. Agafonov wins it over to Collins. He lets one go, surprised Giulietti, but it flew through the crease wide. Backhand attempt out, kept in. Belt lets a one-time slap shot go. Collins tried to center. One last chance, won't get away, and that will do it for the second period. 3 goals total. Billy Collins for the Tigers. Nicholas Siani scores 2 for Sachem, and that is where we reside after 30 minutes of play. One last short break, and then the last period of 2022 right here on the LI Sports Network. Final 15 is underway here in the Wednesday night doubleheader live from the rinks on the LI Sports Network. I want to thank everybody for spending part of your Wednesday night with us. I am Dylan Flynn. We've got a good one for you. Scoreless after one, not anymore after two. It's a 2-1 Sachem lead courtesy of Nicholas Ciani's 2 goals in the second period. Now the Tigers looking to respond. They've gotten a couple offensive pushes, but Colin Calbera now streaking ahead, trying to deny them, tying this game up. There's a drop pass there for Monty. Was let go wide. Bovic, hard at work near side boards. Loses it to the Tigers. Paragallo, stretch pass for Kraft. Up into the zone, Kraft dragging in the slot, pushes one on net, kicked aside by Giulietti. Another chance on the turnover, pushes through the slot. Nobody there for the Tigers. Calbera now streaking ahead, leaves a man behind. Drop pass to Bovic, back skates, shoots, and it's high. Angel Spinelli going for the windmill glove. Didn't need to make a save on that one. Shot was off target. Long pass now for Giacopi, broken up by the stick of Capice. Belt in pursuit of Capice, tries to drop it for Bovic. Bovic has it turned over. Giacopi in front, they score! Tied game once again. Jake Giacopi, 3rd goal in the last 2 games. And we are once again right back where we've started. All sorts of fired up is Jake Giacopi, and of course, why wouldn't you be? Christmas is coming, everybody. But first, we got to finish this game. And a big goal scored by number 36 is Billy Collins now right off the face-off. Not satisfied with just a tie, looking for a Gafanov in the slot. He was tied up. The pass was just a little too hot. Capice trying to step into it, keep it in. Savaglio runs him down, takes him down, and now Savaglio will move it ahead to Collins, trying to feed a Gafanov, looking to glove it down. Puck flutters past the net as he was tied up there. Puck bounces in front. Now it's on the side of the net. That was Alamia tying up a Gafanov. Now Konkowski trying to move ahead. Loses it for the moment, but Golden pushes it back to him. Konkowski now works through Savaglio, not Morandi. Pushed on net, Konkowski looking for the wrap, still loose. Rebound, they score! Mayhem on the doorstep delivers a goal for Sachem, and the lead goes right back. John Golden finding the back of the net. 45 seconds after Jake Giacopi from Eric Kraft. It'll be Golden from Konkowski, and Sachem has re-established the lead. 12:46 to go here in the 3rd. For Giacopi, his 7th. Golden, his 3rd. A big goal there for John Golden to give Sachem their 3rd of the game, and again, get the lead back. Now can they hold it? A defense that has struggled just a little bit here this season. We saw it against West Islip. They couldn't close them out after coming back a couple times. Sachem did. Can they do it against the Tigers? Blake Belt walks to the slot. Belt regains and sends one wide. Agafanov steps into it. Agafanov walking down, finds Collins. Billy Collins throwing for Blake Belt. Puck was over his stick. Tatura throws a hard hit on Bizarro and steps down into the puck. It passes him for Bizarro. It'll slice over the blue line. Konkowski crashing to it. It gets thrown ahead for Bizarro in his skates, allowing Belt to take it. Over to Agafanov, trying to start up the engines. He'll move away, gain some space, let his team get a change. The Tigers get some fresh players out on the ice. It's Belt now, pass behind Giacopi, turned over to Ciani. 2 goals already in this game. Nicholas Ciani, a Pedisano, nice footwork to stay onside. Ciani feeding it over. Morrow in from backhand, he scores! Nicholas Ciani doing it all tonight, feeding that one across for Michael Morrow, and the lead is now 2. Angel Spinelli unsure on that one. Apetesano moving in front. Had to try and sell out. Nobody back to help the Northport goaltender. He's hung out to dry, and the lead is 2 with just under 11 and a half to go. Apetesano now, circling away. Morrow from Ciani. Sachem moving in again. Ciani winding one up, sending it firing off the glass. Morrow, his 7th of the goal of the season, excuse me. From, again, Nicholas Ciani, his 3rd point of the night. Ciani now clearing it out. Giacoppi cutting it off. It eventually moves from Calbera up to Apetesano. He'll spin out. Dominic Apetesano banks it up past Ciani. Can Ciani get there? Wrapped around. Robert Savaglio. Nicholas Ciani down low, still in search of the hat trick. The natural chance is over, but the win and the hat trick itself still there. Apetesano spinning. Morrow wants it in the slot. He shoots, and a save by Angel Spinelli. The tide has turned in favor of Sachem. Northport reeling here, looking for a response. So, Collins winning it back, but Sachem keeping it in with Alamia on the clear attempt. Agafonov, blind pass for Collins, who slows it down for Beckman. Throws it in for Collins. Just barely in on sides. Sachem now gonna loft this one all the way down. Thomas Konkowski with the step on the break. Konkowski in, loses it, and a kick save for Spinelli. Spinelli will come out now, play it. Looked like Konkowski either lost it or was going for a Kucherov type move, a no-deke move to maybe catch Spinelli sliding. The Northport goaltender held strong, was able to play it. With 9.5 to go, the lead remains 2. This clear hits the officials, but it's O'Hay feeding Konkowski in, behind the back pass. Oh, Gandolfo shut down by Spinelli. Angel Spinelli has done his part here tonight, trying to help his team stay in it, give them any chance as that tip from Collins goes past Giulietti. O'Hay looking for some space behind his goal. Swings it back up, Capice, returns it down low. O'Hay still looking for that space. Long bank pass, anticipating Gandolfo. Savaglio forced him over it, but he's able to move it to Calbera nonetheless. Colin Calbera cut off by Savaglio now. Wants to hurry ahead. Agafonov, touch pass to Collins. Billy Collins gets around one man, can't get around a second. Walsh moving it ahead to Calbera, but he was cut off. On the retreat, Walsh swinging it around. Calbera trying to joust for position with Savaglio. Savaglio driving him deep into the zone, forcing him to reverse course. It's Giacoppi stepping to it. Approach 8 minutes to go. Collins looking for some help. Giacoppi loses the stick. This allows Sachem to clear the zone, but Agafonov takes it away from Monty at center. Savaglio trying to make the body big. Denied Maloney initially, but now it's Monty walking in, slap shot, turned aside by Spinelli. In the corner now, Bovic feeds up top, wide open, Walsh shoots, and a save for Angel Spinelli. Halfway home here in the third. Sachem sporting a 2-goal lead. John Golden, the difference maker right now in the game. Will it hold? The insurance goal coming from Michael Morrow. It's Tyler Paragallo now. Moving ahead, trying to cut the lead. Paragallo in front. What a save, Alessandro Giulietti. The other way now. Konkowski couldn't get around Belt. Konkowski spins out, drags through, loses the puck off his stick. Kraft, head up, long pass. Giacoppi, no icing, gonna get there. Giacoppi throwing, shut down Giulietti. Puck on the dot, fed from Giacoppi, down to Kraft, who tried to feed it back to the slot, and it was turned aside. Belt decided not to pursue it. The clearing attempt by Sachem is good, and no icing. Konkowski gonna catch it. Konkowski cuts, gets hit by Paragallo into the boards and taken off the puck. Blake Brown now in a hurry. Konkowski on his tail. Blake Brown throwing it into the zone, gets tackled down to the ice by Konkowski, and Brown taking exception behind the play. We have not seen a penalty called here tonight, interestingly enough. Some physical play, some possible penalties, but the referees have decided to just let this game play open. Capice now from inside his own blue line. Turns it over to Agafonov at center. Agafonov will get in, steer deep. It's Capice from behind his own net, steering out of the zone. He got some help, inadvertently tipped out by Tortura. Sachem back on the prowl. It's Capice. Moving ahead, Billy Collins has a step in alone. Collins kick save, Giulietti. Agafonov loses the puck. Here comes Sachem, but I believe they came in offsides. And now after the play, some exceptions taken. I believe we're getting our first penalty of the night. The referee signaling over to the penalty box. A cross check, I believe, has been signaled. Nicholas Ciani unhappy. And it's Michael Agafonov going to the box. Ciani also going to be put in the box, so it looks like negating minors. Will we play 5-on-5 or 4-on-4? It's going to be 5-on-5. So coincidental minors that offset. Unsportsmanlike conduct for Agafonov. Waiting to see what the Ciani penalty is. Upcoming onto the sheet. But a trade that Sachem will usually take, but tonight maybe not so, because Ciani has 2 goals tonight. And now he's in the box with one of the better scorers for Northport. Ciani received the cross-checking penalty. So he wasn't going to go initially. I thought the cross-checking call was going to be against Agafonov. Instead, it's against Ciani, and now Konkowski on the break. Thomas Konkowski, third time is not the charm. He sent that one high. Billy Collins the other way now. Gets it up to Belt. Belt, Giacoppi going to the net. Lost it behind him. Belt down to Collins, looking to feed it back. Northport trying to play a little more aggressive here, knowing that they need to try and get 2. Paragallo in on sides, throws one past the net of Giulietti. It comes out. Konkowski in a foot race. Gets there first. Konkowski walking in. Gonna go for the wrap, possibly trying to set up Gandolfo. The back check to the rescue. 2-on-2 now. Collins lets one go just past the post. Calbera up to a Pedisano. Loses it to Giacoppi. He throws one in. We're back to the pond hockey style, opening up the play back and forth. Collins over. Giacoppi couldn't take it in. 3.5 to go now. The 4-2 Sachem lead, holding it for the moment. Apetesano. Numbers if they hurry. Apetesano lets one go, knocked down by Spinelli. Collins takes this centering chance, turns it up ice. Paragallo couldn't drag through. Collins retrieves, kick save, Giulietti, rebound, wouldn't go. Bovic the other way. He loses the puck. Belt now throwing ahead. Paragallo touches for Collins. Tatura off the bench. Collins right to left, shooting one wide past the post. Kraft steps into it. He tries to throw one towards the net. It gets blocked off. Apetesano loses it. Now Calbera picks it up. He's hustling the other way. Calbera in front. Apetesano pushed it wide. Spinelli is down, and the whistle will blow. Angel Spinelli appeared to get run into on that passing attempt by Dominic Apetesano. Seems to be okay now as he's getting back to his feet. Looks like he's going to stay in. Evan Schubert starting to pick up the gear just in case. Last game we saw Northport play, they played Ward Melville, who did not have a backup goaltender. They ran into an issue where Jake Vertenisic lost his skate blade, had to go off, and Ward Melville had to play 6-on-5 with an empty net, and that proved to be their downfall. Angel Spinelli asking his coach to take a timeout. He's not going to do it. Is he going to do it? He is going to do it. Wasn't totally sure if they were going to do it. They do take the timeout, want to give Spinelli a little bit of a breather. Gives a nod of his head to say that he is okay, so Northport going to talk this over. 2.5 to go, trailing 2 goals. Michael Agafonov and Nicholas Ciani, I believe, still in the box. No, they've been released now. That whistle was the release, so they'll come back, and Northport will try to get a push after the timeout. Michael Agafonov, fresh on the ice, wins this faceoff away from Matthew Gandolfo, who then lets a shot go whizzing past the net of Spinelli. Giacoppi couldn't take that one in. It's dumped back in by Sachem. Clock starting to wind down on Northport. The urgency starting to come for the Tigers. It's Savaglio throwing in front into the skates of Giacoppi. He'll send up to Collins, who will return. Early empty net. But Kankowski with Spinelli trying to scramble back. Belt tying him up. Spinelli still out of his net, off the side. Spinelli down, rebound chance, wound around. And O'Hay couldn't get a shot off. An interesting sequence of events there. Spinelli now gonna go. As Collins moves in, tries to center. Giacoppi will take it away. Giacoppi throwing one off. The net, I believe, has come off, so with 1.5 minutes to go, we get a whistle here. This is in favor of Northport. As the faceoff is gonna stay in the zone, the net came off. Minute and a half to go, big face-off, tied up. Agafonov in search of it. It gets banked up off the glass. Monty has the step on Savaglio. Gregory Monty to put it away, and he does. No one was going to stop Gregory Monti on this one. Savaglio did all he could, but just not enough. Pretty much the story for the end of the game for the Tigers. They were close, but just not quite enough. And Sachem now going to look to just salt this one away. That goal, Monty's 4th of the season, comes from Sean Walsh. Sachem now leads 5-2. Monty now coming ahead again. Monty trying to drag through, lost it to Kraft, who turns it right back over to Sachem. That's Bovic, down to Calbearer. We're under a minute. Calbearer gets taken down, but Bovic helps him with the puck. Collins pries it away, looking for Beckman. He can't take it in. It's Belt now, trying to reach it. Can't do so. Calbearer trying to find Monty cutting. Walsh keeps it in, but throws it out of play. So this face-off going to move outside the zone. Sachem with this win gonna clinch their spot in the playoffs. They'd be the 5th team to do so, joining Kings Park, Comac, Smithtown, Hauppauge, East Islip, and St. Anthony's. After the first 3 games, raise your hand if you saw St. Anthony's being in the top 4 currently. Oh, wait. 10 seconds to go. Kraft has the puck behind his net. He's just gonna throw it up ice onto the stick of Calbearer, who will just take it in and let it wind, and that will do it. 2022 closes out with a Sachem victory, a hard-fought one at that. They rebound from a tough loss on Monday night and are now just a point out of first place, but have locked in their playoff spot. Tigers, on the other hand, still have to wait. They remain at 12 points. They're now 5-10-1. And it's just got a whole lot more interesting now at the bottom of the division. A 2-point lead over Middle Country, 1 point behind Connecticut Sayville. So that should be a fun battle when we return in January. Coming up next for us, though, it's going to be the Suffolk County All-Star Game on Monday. Yes, the 26th, right after Christmas. So we hope to see everybody there to tune in for that. Should be fun festivities. But until then, we thank everybody again for making 2022 so special for us. It's been a really great year, and we look forward to 2023. Hope everybody has a happy, safe, and healthy holiday. And until then, we'll see you next time right here on the LI Sports Network.